Shout for the creative draft strategy. I liked how that turned out. But we got another one. Is this Baltoys Unite?
Yeah, so I figured we could jump over to this. It is game 1 of Baltoys Unite versus Unbound Massafra. Massafra.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Unbound on this one, eh, Spraggles?
I'm going with Unbound Massafra, and I'll never say the shorter version of that, ever. All right, let's get this thing started, gentlemen. It is 0-0 right now, and we're starting off game number 1. Baltoys Unite. I mean, a lot of familiar faces on Baltoys Unite.
I mean, Chelvin playing tank. You know, the joke there was like, oh yeah, we'll just have tank Cinder, right? Because we've seen Chelvin play so much Cinderace. Zervas is leading the charge on this team. Tally Bobo's captain last year. Great support player. And maybe one of the only players that I've seen consistently on the big stage get like 100k healing out of an Eldegoss.
Here we go. Sorry, I'm setting up one thing behind the scenes, so I was a little bit behind there. Sareyu on the Inteleon, only level 4 heading up to this top path. But the water gun is more than enough, even if you're just level 4 here. The secure is insane. Ghatlue on the Buzzwole. I'm excited to see that. Ghotlue's the kind of player that I feel like is always pushing right to the absolute red line with his Pokemon. And because of that, you see plays from Ghatlue that are absolutely unreal, especially near the end of the game.
Oh, without a doubt. And that's what this team is looking for them to do, right? Zervas understands the capacity at which Ghatlue likes to operate, and knowing what their limit is allows Zervas to control the game a little bit. And, you know, having some conversations with Zervas, they feel that if they can keep their team pointed in the same direction, that they've got a really good chance here.
And here we go. We see this bottom path here. A couple of Eevees. Eevees just being so unbelievably powerful inside the game right now. We got the Hyper Voice on the Sylveon, which is going to be interesting. I've seen a great combo with Hyper Voice, Sylveon, and Snipe Shot, because Hyper Voice is able to just rip away all of your special defenses, and then you just nail these Snipe Shots that already do 3,000 damage, and now they're just set up to get insane KOs in an even bigger way.
Yeah, nice pivot up as Eden had to grab a berry. They get picked up, put down. No way Ghatlue thought they were actually going to score, but scrapping out a little bit here. As all of a sudden, we've got the Shade ran by Sareyu and Zervas, so Ghatlue does end up getting their points in. And now Big Solar Beam chunks the damage. They're going to peel back. Everybody's on the Cotton Puff here. We got a little bit of Razor Leaf for spacing out of Ivysaur. Now Purple's fading back to their side, but we got the 720 birds here in a moment, and I think Purple might be looking to take the body. Look where Ghatlue positioned. They went straight in for Eden, pivoted back to the birds. Nice little Solar Beam back through. And, you know, up on the scoreboard is Purple, but these levels could be worse given how the start of this game has gone.
And here we go, heading down to this bottom path for our first Reggie of the fight here. We got the Hyper Voice pushing forward. Nice big Snipe Shot pushes Mew back. Registeel just being chipped down right here by the Hyper Voice. But I think both of these teams are trying to figure out how this fight is going to start to play out, as it's still being chipped up here by Baltoys. They've got the score lead. They've got a positional advantage, but they know they've got a Solar Beaming Mew. They're looking for it right here as Registeel is getting very, very low. Here comes the Snipe Shot looking for the secure, and it's Eldegoss somehow who picks it up. Zervas, probably the Eldegoss of all time, picking up that secure.
Yeah, really great work by Chelvin on this new tank role. Was able to bully the Mew so far out that even if its Solar Beam was on time, it was actually just a little short from actually being able to hit the Reggie. So great work by them, buying the spacing, understanding exactly what the secure tool that Orange had available to them, and, you know, locking that down as a tank is supposed to do. Now we got a classic 2v1, taking tons of damage, busting out the Unite move out of the Buzzwole. They chunk 1, chunk 2. Nikozzz goes down before they can reset. Now they're putting the pressure on the Venusaur. We're just sludge bombing and Solar Beaming, and yes, it went through 2 players, but they still got their points, and Mew Unite is out. They're looking for a target. Unfortunately, that's Zervas. Now we have a Hyper Voice. They get screamed down. Their ears are bleeding. The Mew is in the Pokemon Center for some auditory deficiencies here. This Screamion is going crazy, Spraggles.
Pushing forward those massive Hyper Voice. I mean, just look at them rip through that Wartortle. That's a level 11 onto a level 6 Wartortle. Just yelling at him till he has to come home. It's like your mom when the street lights are on, as Regieleki is being ripped apart here. And I talked about Ghatlue playing their Pokemon to the red line a little bit earlier, and we saw that with that Buzzwole combo right there. This is disgusting. They have Mean Look Umbreon setting up Buzzwole, Sylveon, and then the Snipe Shots from Inteleon. It's just so difficult to play against.
Yeah, that's what's wonderful about having such a strong Eldegoss player is you don't have to focus on getting any supports early in your draft, right? Because Eldegoss will almost be there, and if they're not, you get something else. I would cast this goal zone siege, but it is absolute calamity. And Purple breaks the goal zone, is going to try and get some KOs before resets. They get 4? Are you kidding me? Rob gets the magical berry that was populated by the Hoopa and runs all the way home. Oh, man, I heard the Screamion say to go inside for dinner, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. They didn't want any of that smoke.
Beautiful stuff here from the side of Baltoys. 237-0, and I think if you're playing this coordinated or you're playing against this team in solo queue, you're probably running into a 237-0 situation if they're playing anything like Baltoys right now. We got the Hoopa Unite trying to push them back out. Regice getting very, very low here. Looks like we're going to finally have a good secure. Look at the 2 beams. Looking like the start of Star Wars right here as all of those lasers are flying, and they are able to get a secure.
Yeah, but can they leverage it and do anything with it on the map? I mean, they're still down by 237 points. This is an opportunity here. It's actually the Surf bubbling out Ghatlue from the solar beams. That kind of worked out for Purple in that exchange. As Baltoys Unite is looking Cloud Crash on all 4, waiting for that Blastoise to come back through, forcing out the Hydro Typhoon right into the Buzzwole Unite. They get KO'd in the middle of trying to shoot water all over this Thea Sky Ruins. And now it's the Slowbro playing Surf up front, but Mew getting some good courtesy KOs on the backside. Inteleon is down, but Purple feels good. Baltoys looking to scrap, and they definitely mitigated the impact of that basement Reggie.
That may be one of the most disgusting ways to wait for a player to come back through a hyperspace hole is with a Cotton Cloud crash from Eldegoss. As soon as they came back through, dropping down on that, pushing Blastoise back, picking up that KO. We can now see, by the way, highest level in the game, Xante on this Screamion right here, which has been an absolute force inside this match. 277-0. It's never over until Rayquaza goes down, but at the same time, this is going to be really, really tough for Unbound to come back to.
Yeah, there's a huge experience lead on Baltoys Unite's side. So what does that mean? They just can't hemorrhage this experience back. They'd almost rather let this Regieleki go than over-contest and give up one of their top player KOs. Ghatlue, however, likes to redline, as you mentioned. They're coming in. Xante's got the Screamion cover, and they're actually able to get a KO for themselves. The secure is that... No! What a crime, dude! Sareyu absolutely wanted here for illicit activities. What a snipe shot.
That's disgusting. I mean, I don't know what racketeering is, but that might have just been racketeering right here. As we see this Reggie,
something got racketeered.
Something got racketeered inside of this game as it's 293-0. We can see Ghatlue coming up here. Just, oh, nice big slow beam. If they're able to pick up a KO, maybe they can turn something around. Blastoise pushing another big Unite move. Umbreon coming right back, stealing all of those shields, and it looks like they're not going to be able to pick up anything on the Buzzwole here.
No, but they were able to, I believe another burger went in. Xante went and closed out that tier 2 goal zone where the rest of Orange thought they had an opportunity on Ghatlue, who's actually waiting in the wings on their side of the map.
Yeah, and look at this right here. I mean, some incredible stuff here from Baltoys. We talked a little bit about EU Super Team earlier, but to be fair, this is one of the most star-studded teams out there as well, and you're seeing why inside this match. 393-0. The solar beams are coming out, but I mean, they are just absolutely stuck on their side of the map right now. They are well aware they need to make a play. They're looking for Ghatlue. They're looking for something. It's a level 15 Sylveon.
I mean, it's looking to scream right in your face. Eden is so low, despite being the tank, it's kind of getting eviscerated anytime it steps up. They're looking for an opportunity. Chelvin is down, so if there's a move to be made, it's here, but they have lost 2 players themselves. They're pivoting it around. They would like to get Sareyu. Sareyu's low on HP, but the Screamion's on the chase, and that's another 2 players down into the bucket of the ribbon Eevee here. Nikozzz says, I don't know, I guess I'll get 70 points in just to say we didn't get absolutely donut hole here. And Rayquaza is going to go to Baltoys Unite. This was a beatdown.
Unbelievable. I mean, yeah. Beat down, beat up. It's the new Phalanx move. It's Baltoys Unite. It's incredible right there. 393-70. I don't even count that. Maybe you figure out a way to get him to pay you back at some point. That's what I'm looking for as we head into our next game right here. Baltoys Unite versus Unbound. They took a commanding game 1, and we finally see the Fire Chicken in tournament play.
I know Zoinks made a tweet that they really enjoyed the playstyle of this Pokemon. I enjoy watching this Pokemon as well, being played by top level players, and I hope the Ghatlue show really is without commercial breaks, because a Blaziken that is grooving is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I love that tweet from Zoinks acting like no one said Blaziken was fun to play.
My DMs are empty. My DMs are empty.
Is everyone supposed to DM you every time a Pokemon is an absolute blast and everyone agrees? Give me a break.
I would love that.
All right, Zoinks getting banned instantly.
Yep.
Like this is ridiculous at this point. Xante picking up the Inteleon, so not Sareyu going to be doing that work here. I believe they're on the Delphox, which is, I love when teams have the skill set to be able to switch to player between Inteleon, because it really opens up the avenues of how you can draft. And I mean, you don't want to hemorrhage a bunch of skill level, so it's not like Bragos is playing Inteleon, then Doobsnax picks it up, because that is not the same skill level there. But when teams can alter between those two without having to give up huge skill gaps on a specific Pokemon, it really opens up your drafts. And Baltoys Unite does this, and so does Nouns, and those are hallmarks of two great teams.
You know, something that's really interesting here is we're seeing, I noticed my chat's pointing it out, we're seeing this assault vest on the Clefable. And one of the coolest things about having a draft inside of Unite, which is coming to ranked very soon, is you actually get to make plays like this that make a lot of sense that you couldn't otherwise. They have 4 special attackers on the side of Unbound. So that assault vest is going to save this Clefable from an early, massive KO in some of these big fights. It can basically eat an entire Unite move from some of these big special attackers.
Yeah, it's genius. I mean, that's what's wonderful about draft. It's not only jockeying for the Pokemon, it's jockeying for the held items that you can bring into battle here. And Zervas is no slouch. They understand exactly what they're doing by strapping up the assault vest, trying to go a little bulletproof with that Clefable that is now playing incredibly far forward to get vision for the team. Going straight for a quick score. Are they going to get it in? There's a lot of traffic there, and they're able to just dunk it in just in time. Screamion is there. They use Follow Me to bail out. They dodge the Solar Beam, and they make out like a thief in the night.
How do they... I know how they get away from that. You see it all. You see the Follow Me. You see the X Speed. You see the Assault Vest eating enough of that Solar Beam. But I'm sorry, give me a freaking break here. How did that Clefable get away from that entire enemy team? We see the big-time overheat moving in now with the Follow Me. They're looking for a little bit of a fight right here. Zervas is in a lot of trouble. Finally going down. Ghatlue coming back in and looking for more of these KOs. As someone who's always playing on the red line, now they've got the Fire Chicken to prove it right here. The combos are going to be absolutely insane. I can't wait to see him try to pop off with this Pokemon.
The work that was able to be done upstairs by just trading a Clefable for 2 players back the other way is exactly the exchange that they were looking to do. Zervas understands the mission here. With the Assault Vest and Follow Me, it's to get into the absolute brain of the other team and let the rest of your team get the KOs. And we're just seeing that ad nauseum here, rinse, repeat. And with only 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in this game, we haven't been in it for too long, but we're seeing this play happen over and over and over again.
Beautiful stuff here. We finally have the level 9 on this Venusaur. Trevin and Chelvin just trying to push out the members of Unbound. As Reggie's getting very low, here comes Venusaur looking for the steal. And no, it's the Delphox who picks it up.
Nice little move by Sareyu, able to get the KO on the Sylveon back the other way before they can do the damage. Vertinanger is out. Eden's playing far forward on the Blastoise again. Xante is going to make it out. Chelvin's going to make it out. Zervas is playing on the backside. They need to kick up a Moonlight if they want to insulate this goal zone a little bit. Still playing far forward is Eliza. They're trying to get their points in, and they've got a good opportunity here. Spraggles, we've got a good mean look on Chelvin, so they couldn't get in there with Hornleech and Woodhammer. And now there's no donuts on the side of Orange. They're going to make it happen here in this second game, as we have the Fanciful Fireworks are out to do a little bit of a goal zone defense, forcing out the Hydro Typhoon, but Eden is poached and put down instantly.
And here we go. We see Baltoys pushing back from this fight. It's interesting to see this Delphox, the mystical fire, flame charge Delphox. I feel like you never see this in competitive anymore. The only thing I'm seeing lately is Fire Spin, but it's pretty cool to see this kind of Pokemon played as a carry once again in a very interesting team composition. You've got both the Delphox and the Fire Chicken, very unusual choices, but you can see, you know, they get massive value in the hands of some of these top players. Ghatlue in a little bit of trouble right here. We're gonna have to see if they're able to fight this out. Unite moves coming in. They are looking to pick up this KO, but no, actually they're gonna push the other way. They're gonna put the points on the board. They know they can't chase this Pokemon down. It's gonna score in the top path. I don't think anyone can land on its head in time. In fact, they're all jumping bottom to stop Baltoys right here. The Unite moves coming out. Big Trevenant Unite and the Woodhammer. Xante trying to get home, but no, they are not able to make it. Chelvin neither. They are going to finally go down as well.
That was a nice Trevenant Unite, but you have to give credit to the Venusaur jumping right in, hitting a couple players with the Sludge Bomb, and all 4 players with that Solar Beam really all of a sudden sent Baltoys Unite scrambling, right? They were like, oh, we didn't expect that much firepower that much quickly. They didn't fall for the bait of Ghatlue scoring in the top, right? They all collapsed bottom, and I think that was a surprise too. So good read out of Orange to give themselves a real chance here, because they are fighting a little bit from behind.
Doobsnax, we got Reg Ice being set up right here. It doesn't actually look like we're going to see anyone from Unbound try to stop this, just being taken down by Baltoys. 283, 125. They're just looking for other places on the map to find some value. There's so much experience up all over their side of the map. They've lost top and bottom goal, which gives them constant opportunities to farm. And unlike last game, they're keeping a lot closer with levels, and I think it's because they're on top of their farm, and at the same time, they've had a few better fights than they had in the previous game. I wonder if Unbound actually dropping that Hoopa has brought them into a better situation.
No, that's a great point. They're just scrapping with kind of the pseudo off tank support Umbreon type action here, something we've seen a couple times. But look at these level disparities. You mentioned it. They're not that far behind because they've just been farming up the extra experience wild Pokemon that comes on their side of the map, and that's why you have to be tactful when breaking these tier 1 goal zones.
Here we go, Regieleki pushing onto this tier 2. This is something they're gonna just try to defend right here, while Baltoys is just gonna try to take their experience. Of course, if they give them an opening, they would be happy to push this in. I just don't think anything's really gonna happen here. Delphox uniting, but it's not really to make a massive play. It's just because Delphox can unite every 3 seconds inside of Pokemon Unite, so they might as well use one and see if they can pick up anything, a possible KO, or even just putting some annoying pressure on your opponents.
Yeah, I believe it's Eliza the Slowbro that was trying to hold it down in the face of 2, let off the hook a little bit, because I think if Baltoys Unite wanted to turn the switch, they definitely would have been able to crash onto that player and potentially their goal zone. But for now, it is insulated. The lead is only 150 points here, 140 points, 60 points, 160 points. We got there, Spraggles. I know math. I had to get my abacus out, but I think I finally got there.
My abacus keeps screwing up. It doesn't give me any good information. 20 seconds now until Rayquaza. And you're right, there's only 160 or so points separating these two teams. That's actually really great for Unbound, as this Slowbro has eaten so much damage, but is able to stay around. Wow, massive snipe shot right there. It's got Venusaur to under half. If they're able to pick up a KO on Venusaur, this thing is all over. You see the positioning from Unbound. They are looking to see if they can move in somewhere. Any KO they can pick up on Baltoys can give them the opportunity to score in top or bottom and actually bring this game to parity. They'd be ahead if they were able to put full pockets into either goal. Into both goals, excuse me.
Yeah, great positioning by Baltoys Unite. They're not even really letting Orange able to get in there and engage. And Ghatlue has been spacing perfectly as well to make sure that the Screamion can't pin the chicken. And now they're going straight in, right? Baiting it out and then moving around. Now the timer's down. Ghatlue can actually engage if they want. They're going straight for it. Rob is taking tons of damage, but nice little Sareyu pot shot over the wall to take care of that KO. And now they're looking for another one. Another phenomenal snipe shot follow-up by the Delphox again. Another KO. Now Eden is low. They're knocked out. 3 players down instantly, and all it took was a couple moves and a little bit of schmovement out of the Delphox. They're looking to rip. Fanciful Fireworks are out. They're putting tons of damage on this thing. Eliza's back. They're trying to find their way in. Are they going to be able to surf over the wall to make a prayer play? It's a little too early. And here comes another Inteleon secure on Rayquaza, and Baltoys Unite looking saucy, my friend. They look good.
They look saucy. They look spicy. It's some Nashville hot chicken from the Ghatlue looking for that big KO on the Rayquaza. I gotta say, I love the play there, Doobsnax. They were ahead, and they just said they're completely zoned out. They're afraid. We're not going to be afraid to take Rayquaza. Right now, they have insanely good rip and insane secure between the snipe shot and the overheat on the Blaziken, and they just take that down. I love when teams get aggressive aggressive like that. As I often used to say in high school, be aggressive, be aggressive, and it applies today in Pokemon Unite.
Yes, your cheers from your high school days do apply today, despite that gap being 40 years from then till now. The Siege of the Middle Goal Zone is happening. They're right on the doorstep here. This is all for naught. Baltoys Unite winning convincingly 2-0.
Can't wait for my 40th reunion in a few days here. Wow, jeez. It's really coming up.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. I'm going to be there too, so it's good.
There we go. 584 to 125. Baltoys.